So you want to quit corporate, but you don't like the idea of burning the boats and making some huge cinematic leap to the promised land of entrepreneurship on the other side. And I get it, because in reality, exits are rarely that clean because they happen in layers: emotional, financial, professional, and psychological. And most of them actually happen long before you ever hand in your notice. So your first exit might be invisible to everyone else. And it's the moment you decide you're done. You're done trying to look busy. You just stop. You stop overcompensating, you stop taking on those extra projects or staying that extra 30 minutes to finish stuff up, because basically you turn your job into the side chick and you give it just enough to keep it satisfied, but not enough energy to get on your nerves. The second exit might be strategic, the one that lives quietly in your spreadsheets and your browser tabs. When you start restructuring your finances, stacking your income streams, learning how to decouple your survival from your salary, that's when you realize freedom isn't found in a massive lump sum. It's built in percentages: 10%, 20%, 30% of your income coming from you and other streams, not just them. Then comes your third exit, the one everyone else finally sees when you physically leave. But by the time you do, the emotional and financial groundwork has already been done. You're not running away in panic. You're activating a plan that's been quietly taking shape behind the scenes for months, maybe even years. And sometimes it's not even linear. You might leave and come back, or take what I call a soft exit, where you intentionally create a season that gives you space to breathe again. And that might look like saving up to take a year off, which is what I did, reducing your hours, or testing a side hustle or a project, or designing a chapter where you earn less and live more. Those mini retirements are probably the strongest gateway drug you could possibly find. And they will definitely put some fuel under you, because they are practice rounds, like rehearsals for the bigger exits you'll take later on in life. Each one builds your capacity for sovereignty and builds your confidence on your ability to pause, pivot, or play without your whole world collapsing. Because the reality is, freedom isn't built overnight. It's built in the micro exits. Every experiment, every boundary you enforce is a rep in the gym of self-trust. And that's the mindset shift behind what I call flexipreneurship, treating entrepreneurship not as a binary switch, but as a continuum. You don't have to go from employee to entrepreneur overnight. You can flex in and out of both systems and create your career in layers that honor your life, not just a singular linear ladder. Because sustainable freedom isn't about quitting for the sake of it. It's about designing your way out intentionally, gradually, and strategically. It's about replacing panic with planning. So no, you don't need to blow your whole life up to start again. You just need to start editing the parts that no longer fit.